gotta have 4 arms.
I know. I know.
And 6 eyes to beat Floyd.
Is Floyd better than you?
Yeah, this looks, I don't know, man. He looks like he's on some gear.
That guy is Defo on Peds.
Yeah, I think he is on the PEDs, man, because this doesn't look right, man. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like there's...
During a heated live exchange between Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford, Crawford claimed that Floyd simply can't stand seeing someone surpass him. He argued that Mayweather hasn't made any solid point about the fight, and is only frustrated that another boxer is earning the respect he once enjoyed. Crawford pointed to Canelo's career as proof, noting that Canelo fought bigger names like Golovkin and Kovalev without ever needing surgery. Yet when Crawford, who had been fighting at lighter weights, beat Canelo and caused serious injuries that require a longer recovery, it shook expectations. Still, Mayweather continues to repeat his complaints.
Unfortunate, but I don't want to hear it. Breaking news, Canelo Alvarez has undergone elbow surgery after him getting beaten by Terence Bud Crawford. But no excuse, alright?
Floyd claimed that Crawford has a history of glove issues, saying this isn't the first time something like this has come up. He brought up the fight against David Avanesian, where Crawford's gloves tore open, showing the padding inside. The fight was briefly stopped for officials and the commission to inspect, but after a short break, it resumed, and Crawford quickly won with a sharp combination. Still, the incident continues to bother Avanesian. Floyd said the whole situation looked suspicious and noted that Crawford is known for being one of the most protected fighters, especially since the fight took place in Nebraska. He added that the event reminded him of some negative experiences he's had in the ring.
Commenting, talking about, yeah, Terence Crawford dirty. He's dirty. He's on that snack. He's on that juice.
These concerns are coming up again now that Canelo is injured and needs surgery. Fans are questioning how a fighter usually smaller than his opponents, managed to do what none of Canelo's previous challengers could. Many people find it hard to believe. Crawford, meanwhile, argues that Floyd's reaction is driven by ego, saying he simply can't handle seeing someone else get the spotlight and be called one of the best in boxing.
It's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division. See, and it was good. It was a very good point. It was like Canelo has been hit by light heavyweights and super middleweights for the best part of a decade.
Basically,
he's so used to taking those shots, whereas Crawford hasn't. Crawford's been hit by 140 guys and 147 guys for the best part of a decade.
Many people have been talking about Floyd Mayweather's recent interview with TMZ Sports, which happened soon after Crawford's win. When asked about the fight, Floyd gave a short and respectful answer, saying it was a good fight. It was entertaining and the better man won. This stood out because Floyd rarely gives praise without adding his own angle. In that moment, he admitted that Crawford's victory wasn't a matter of luck. There's no doubt Crawford beat one of the best fighters in the world. Still, it seems that this acknowledgement may only last for a short time.
Ready?
All right, guys. Canelo, choose one, please.
Guys, we gotta go. We don't.
Can you elaborate on why Crawford is better than Mayweather? Just a little bit of detail.
Oh, he can switch. He's very smart guy.
It was Mayweather who questioned whether Canelo's age is starting to affect his performance. When asked about it, Floyd replied, "I'm not sure. Boxing takes a lot out of the body. Maybe, maybe not. I really don't know," he said when pressed on whether Canelo might be past his prime at 35.
Little bit of Jay Reed energy. Was this the reason that Terence Bud Crawford whooped Canelo pillar to post, post to pillar?
Get your hand out of my pocket!
Was Canelo breaking down? Is his body deteriorating?
Get your hand out of my pocket!
50 plus fights, 50 plus training camps, not even talking about his amateur fights, not talking about the fights that he fought in Mexico up there in local bars.
It wasn't a direct jab at Canelo, but Crawford's response implied that he may not have faced Canelo at his best. Floyd acknowledged how tough boxing is and admitted that age could have played a part in Canelo's performance. His comments suggested that the version of Canelo Crawford beat might not have been at his peak, even though he didn't mean it as open criticism.
The guy right now in the sport that's supposed to be the man, you know, big bad wolf, you beat him, you the wolf. Now it's like, you know what I mean? Like, all right, who else I'm gonna fight? You beat the shark, you beat the wolf. Right. Damn. Like, you know what I mean? Ain't no more ops out there. It's ops out there, but who gonna make them really want to get up?
Makes sense. That's like you said, you beat
Crawford's fans celebrate his win and praise his talent. Some boxing experts began to question what comes next for him and how those choices could define his legacy. Hall of Fame trainer Ronnie Shields, who has trained legends like Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, recently shared his opinion. Known for his honesty, Shields didn't hold back when speaking about Crawford. He said that if Crawford wants to be remembered among the all-time greats, he must face the top fighters in his division. Shields explained that true champions prove themselves by taking on the toughest challenges. He specifically mentioned names like Ossie Iglesias, Christian and Billy Benbitz, and David Benz as the opponents Crawford needs to beat to secure his place in boxing history.
Surgery on his shoulder and will be returning back to Riyadh season mid-late 2026. That means the man is not retiring.
A 2-pack of ass. That shit stinks.
A little bit of
You ain't no cop, Jay Reed.
little bit of Jay Reed energy. Was this the reason that Terence Bud Crawford whooped?
Shields warned that avoiding these challenges could make people doubt Crawford's place in boxing history. The greatest fighters, he said, never shy away from tough opponents in their division. He emphasized that this isn't just about collecting titles. It's about honoring the legacy of the sport. Shields noted that Crawford might move back to middleweight to pursue a 6th world title, which would sound impressive on paper. However, he cautioned that taking the safer route doesn't build a legendary career. In his view, real champions earn their status by facing risk head-on, not by avoiding it.
For the fight, the Crawford-Canelo fight, and you had a Cavs hat on. This time you've got a GOAT hat on. Is that how you're feeling? I know it says Muhammad Ali, but is that how you're feeling about Bud's performance, about his whole career?
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that way, man. The GOAT. Greatest of all time, man. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to him. You gotta give it to his coaches. Not just me, Saul Red, Bernie.
Meanwhile, talk continues about what Crawford's next move might be. On the 3 Knockdown Rules show, Mario Lopez suggested that if Crawford steps up to middleweight, he could face a fighter like Jambek Lamb Cannoli. Lopez said that if Crawford captures the remaining belts and becomes a top name in a new weight class, his legacy would be written in gold. This is the kind of risk both Shields and Lopez believe defines greatness. Playing it safe doesn't build a legacy. It's built by taking on the toughest challenges in boxing. Crawford now faces a choice: take the bold path or stick with the safer one.
When I set my sights on doing something and I know what I'm capable of, it's not like a surprise to me. It's a surprise to y'all because y'all didn't believe me.
All of this ties back to Floyd Mayweather, though not in the way most people might think. Crawford has always spoken highly of Floyd, showing him genuine respect. Before and after his fight with Canelo, he praised Mayweather's skills, calling him one of the greatest of all time. During the 4th and 1 podcast with Cam Newton on September 18th, Crawford said, "I have nothing but the utmost respect for Mayweather. It would never be fair to compare me to him. He was the best of his time, and I am the best of mine." Crawford has never tried to outshine Floyd or stir up drama for publicity. Instead, he's consistently acknowledged Mayweather's greatness and given him full credit.
Looking back at like Floyd's career, like him coming up in the era that he came up in, he had all them champions that he was able to fight, and that's what led him to be so great. You know, because he fought the most champions, beat the most champions. You know, got the most money for beating the most champions.
Things changed once Floyd started speaking negatively about Crawford in public. Crawford understands that much of the criticism comes from people seeing him as a possible all-time great. Beyond what he says, it's clear that his confidence is rising. Sugar Ray Leonard, Roy Jones Jr., Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, and James Toney were the names on Jiren Ennis's boxing Mount Rushmore. Coming from a different generation, Ennis pointed out that Crawford hasn't yet earned a spot on his personal all-time list, but he didn't mean it as an insult.
A fight where Crawford made it where Canelo, to have any chance, he had to go get close, so he had to go through a bad neighborhood.
Yep.
And Crawford mugged him. It's that simple. He had to go through a bad neighborhood to get anything done, to get to the place that something was going to be done good.
Yeah.
And he got mugged going through that neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
He also avoided commenting on a possible fight with Crawford, explaining that his focus is on beginning his career at 154 pounds. Still, the message was clear. Other fighters recognize Crawford's strong reputation and know he could face any legendary boxer, even Floyd, if he wanted to. Crawford's climb through the weight classes has been impressive. He was a champion at super welterweight and held the WBA title before his super middleweight bout with Canelo. After defeating Canelo, his rise gained even more momentum. Considering his accomplishments and the impact he's making on the sport, it's clear that Crawford has outgrown his division.
Crawford, you did it, boy. You did it. For those who still aren't quite sure what they witnessed last night, I'm going to let you know that you witnessed what is called a notorious boxing clinic. This is everything done right, okay? First, he worked behind the jab, people.
Crawford's next challenge could determine whether he's remembered as a historic champion or an all-time great. If he manages to defeat someone like David Benz, he would join the small group of fighters who have completely ruled a top-level weight class.
Here, Kamaru, Terence Crawford versus the Mexican monster, David Benavidez.
I knew it was coming.
He was the mandatory for Canelo.
Oh my God. Relax.
What's up? The scariest guy in the division.
He's not in the division.
He said he could still make 168 pounds. Dude. The reason why he was up because nobody wants to fight him.
That's a big dude. And to be honest, Terence Crawford's 37 years old.
It's about merit. Could I get to the generation?
The best boxer, in your opinion, right now? European. No, it's world. That's fine. World, the world, yeah. I think it's Terence Crawford. Many believe it's you. Many believe you're the best fighter. No, I'm not the best fighter of the world. It's Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford, number one, yeah?
It's clear that Crawford is currently at the peak of his career, but his opponents haven't always been on the same level as Mayweather's. What do you think? Share your opinions in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for more boxing updates.